The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes this Dallas offense led by Dak Prescott in his 6th season now as the Cowboy quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single-game record. Then came his injury in Week 5 that pretty well derailed the Cowboy season.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! Jacob Harris from 17 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. Pushing his way through. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
And there he goes. Reggie Bush. 26 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zuerlein good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play action. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Woods will say he should have had it, but it's going to be second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And Christian Jackson, the intended target. And it's third down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lance Allworth, 73 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So 20-0 now pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now left side on the swing pass. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this. It got his man complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. A heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. On my drive chart, I write successful drives in blue, and so far for them, 4 first-half drives, 4 touchdowns. It's all blue, no red.
What did they see on film? What did they see on tape that led them to have this type of a game plan, this type of execution? They're reading them like they're a true open book.
Oh, my goodness. In every facet, too. And then on the other side, I mean, it's domination right now offensively.
Yeah, they're going to need one player to make a monster play to try and stop this tide.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not 4 verts? One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking for Raymond Calais out of the backfield. And it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third down. Stafford.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. Whoa, it still won't go down. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We were treated to a fine first half from Dak Prescott. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Godden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Jackson now to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run with Calais. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Tristan Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now it's Stafford. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is has an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Gay's kick is good. And they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession.
He's got to like what he's seen from himself so far, right, Charles? Had a great first half. Good here in the third quarter. Just looking to keep that going.
So what you're saying is he can't wait to watch the game film on this one, right?
He's going to like that session.
Oh, he's going to love what he sees, but he wants to finish up strong, continue to be as sharp as what we've seen in this game, and find a way to close it out with even bigger numbers. No interceptions is probably his favorite stat.
Yeah, and the 3 touchdowns, too. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Bush, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A give. This is Bush. Fighting his way through contact. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On 2nd and 10, Prescott, and it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, Junior Seau.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Now here comes the Dallas defense as they work their way back onto the field. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford,
a quick pass to Kupp.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Stafford to Kupp there for a Rams first down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered. It's both feet.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Jackson now to return.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
To throw again on second down. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. Shedding through the defense. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 151 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the run, it's Bush. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.